Hello everybody and welcome back to GameRant.com. I'm Anthony Taormina, editor-in-chief of the website. It's mailbag time. All right, so we have something a little different for you. So first off, I got a package in the mail. It's maybe you can guess by the shape what it is, but it's something that is tied into a collaboration that's happening right now between Taco Bell and the recently released Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. So you can pick up Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 right now. It's also available on Game Pass, but Taco Bell is doing some in-game collaborations and also allowing you to get items. So there's a few different things that you can do, and then this is sort of like the surprise for the end. So the main thing I want to talk about is that Taco Bell has in-game rewards that you can redeem by purchasing items from Taco Bell within Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. So each week, starting now by the time you're recording this, going till the 17th of July, and then every week after that, you can get a different in-game item. So it starts off with a deck and then some clothing, but also you can get those in-game items based on purchasing different cravings box. So the $5, the $7, and the $9 cravings boxes, you can get those in-game items by purchasing those from Taco Bell. On top of that, there's a special build your own Lux cravings box that is themed after Tony Hawk's specific order that he would get from Taco Bell. As a SoCal kid, I was obsessed with Tony Hawk. If you were in SoCal, you were in the skate culture. Tony Hawk was like your Michael Jordan, your Tiger Woods, and him getting the video game, everyone became obsessed with the video game, and that is why that they have been re-releasing these and remaking them, and Tony Hawk has still been part of the culture of video games and skate culture because he just was like the face of the sport for so long. Anyway, so he has his own order for this Build Your Own Lux Cravings box that includes a quesadilla and a crunchy taco. So you can purchase his, and that's an additional one that you can purchase from Taco Bell using the app and get one of those in-game items. So what are those in-game items? I'll tell you. So starting from July 11th through July 17th, you can get the Salsa Verde skateboard in the game. Then from the 18th to the 24th, you can get a Taco Bell hoodie. It's kind of like an orange color. And then from the 25th through the 31st, you can get sweatpants that go with that hoodie. So there's an incentive to purchase 2 weeks in a row. Then from August 1st to August 7th, there's the Verde grip tape, which would match your skateboard. So the flip side would be like that Verde green color. And then August 8th to August 13th, there's a Taco Bell puffer vest that kind of looks like the old color scheme of the Taco Bell cups and the merchandise and stuff. You'll recognize it when you see it. But prior to all of that, there was like a special giveaway that if you went on Taco Bell and purchased items, a select number of people would get something. And we have that something, and I'm gonna show it off to you guys in here. So let's get into the main piece of the unboxing, which is the actual unboxing. I have a kind of a sense of what it is. I didn't want to make any assumptions. It's nice and padded, so I appreciate that. We're getting there. All right, here we go. All right. Boom. There it is. So this is that Salsa packet skateboard, but in real life. So you can redeem this as an in-game item between now and July 17th. So you've only got basically a day by the time you're watching this, but you get the Avocado Verde Salsa deck in-game, but this is a real one. I have a few. I'm lucky enough to have a few Tony Hawk decks from various press events and stuff. I have one or two signed by him. Like I said, I live in SoCal. If you live in SoCal, there's a few rites of passage, eating a California burrito, going to In-N-Out, stuff like that. Seeing your Tony Hawk for the first time is also part of that. But yeah, this is awesome. So thank you so much to Taco Bell for sending us in. It's got kind of the plastic on it. I don't want to take it off because I do want to put this with my collection of decks. So you've got like, I mean, it looks like a packet. It's got a little bit, I assume this is a design element. You know, a little bit of like a kind of graffiti spray there. And then obviously you've got your nutritional information, Taco Bell logo. And then on the back, no Verde grip tape. I will need to provide my own grip tape if I do choose to skate with this. But this is, ooh, look at the little warning. I am somewhat of an old man, so I'll definitely bust a hip if I try and skate too hard. And then I think it came with some hardware, I assume for mounting, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what this for. But yeah, this is currently the in-game item reward. So this avocado verde salsa deck, underside of the deck, is available. And then you can purchase some clothing items, and then in about like 3 weeks, you can get that grip tape, and then your in-game deck will have the Verde grip tape as well. Super awesome, yeah. Thank you so much to Taco Bell. So just to recap, if you do want to get any of those items, it's super easy. If you just go to the Taco Bell mobile app, you can see, you scroll down on the homepage, you'll see a picture of Tony Hawk, and you can get information. You can either purchase his Lux Cravings box with the quesadilla, the crunchy taco, comes with some chips. Tea is his drink of choice. You can swap that out. I would probably swap it for a soda. I'm not a big tea drinker, but you know, Tony Hawk, he has his personal choices. And then by purchasing that one or any of the other Cravings boxes, the 5, 7, or 9 Cravings boxes, you'll unlock those in-game items for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, which is out now. I want to say a big thank you to Taco Bell and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 for sending us in this deck. This is going to be part of my treasured collection. I'm a SoCal kid, so this is a big deal for me. Tony Hawk was one of my heroes growing up, so this is super cool. And then yeah, pick up some Taco Bell, get those in-game items. They're very goofy, but very fun. And that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.